PRM after maritime shipping company achieving new highs now, low price stock. Charlie Tango Romeo, Michael.
Hey guys, good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com. Markets are heading higher this morning here
CBM sell side.
as Trump announces he wants $1,200 stimulus checks passed by the House and on his desk to sign. He wants PPP, payroll protection plan, and he wants $25 billion for the airlines. And so with that, the markets are off to a climb again. As you can see here, Diamond, we just uploaded our pre-market video. If you get a chance, you can check that out. If you're new to our channel, please give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, and share it on social media for us. That'd be a great help. And as you can see, Dow here is continuing to climb. We're getting that 1020 cross now. We had a big selling pressure yesterday. We got a little bit of a SPY hedge there to protect us in case we were heading lower here. So that's looking good. We could close that out this morning, give it about the first half hour of the day. And we are looking good here. Diamond, Qs. Let's see if the market could hold it today. SPY continuing in that consolidation, still looking for a break above that 340. And guys, our NEE, our Nextera Energy trade, take a look at this, up almost 1% at just about 293 here in pre-market hours. So that's looking good. I think we're going to have an easy target of that 300 still on that. Other than that, got about 2 minutes until opening bell. We'll go down the watch list here, see quickly what's going on. American Airlines pretty flat there. Apple's starting to look good. I want to focus on an Apple. I got my watch list here. I have Chipotle, Nike, Nvidia, Qualcomm, Visa, Apple on the watch list right now. AMD's looking pretty good here too. Chips are doing well. Let's see what Intel's doing. Intel's been having a nice climb. Got all the way up to that 52.50 yesterday. Again, got up to that resistance. Failed at that. Amazon. Baba's starting to climb again, up 1.5%. Financial's still looking good there. I love that chart on Chipotle, guys. I think that's going to be definitely something we want to take a look at. Chipotle's looking good. Delta climbing. Airlines are climbing off of that tweet from Trump. And here we go, guys. Markets are just about opening up. I'm going to keep an eye on NEE, SPY, and Qs up above. Google got a climb back here from those lows as well. And guys, if you guys have any questions, anything you want to go over, make sure you guys shoot me a message on YouTube in the trade room. Let me know. Let's see, Delta Airlines up almost 4%. Here we go. Markets are open. Intel's getting another nice climb. Let's see, Intel quick, IMTC. Intel's getting another nice climb here. Up $300 already on our Intel trade today. Google is on the climb.
Board of Directors of Contour Energy, Charlie Tango Romeo.
There's Google 1465, 1466. Let that continue to do its thing today. Let's see Facebook. What's Facebook doing? 258. Not doing too much on Facebook. Apple's up nicely here today. Let's see if we could make a trade on Apple. Remember the watch list today: Chipotle, Nike, Nvidia, Qualcomm, Visa, and Apple. Apple's continuing to break higher.
U.S. Appeals Court says President Trump cannot block subpoena for his tax returns from Manhattan District Attorney. Says enforcement of subpoena is temporarily stayed.
I guess New York's going to be getting Trump's tax return. Getting a nice climb here on Intel, Apple. Everything's climbing here nicely. First few minutes.
Prime Minister Johnson's spokesperson says concerning that coronavirus cases are rising, particularly in the northeast and northwest of England, will not hesitate to take further action.
Let's see what our trade challenge account is at now with those Nextera calls. Got some nice gains. We're up 30% on our Nextera trade. Looking good. GoDaddy's on the climb. Guys, Intel's absolutely in beast mode here.
Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.9%, S&P 500 up 0.9%.
Dow is up 333 points. Nasdaq's up 133.
Nasdaq Composite.
Nice. Nice climb here. Let's see what else is moving down here. Macy's is having a big day, up 4.5% today. Qs are still continuing to climb. Google is still climbing here as well. Josh, let's make some money today. You got that right. Let's see what else is moving here. Pinterest is having another good day. Qs are still continuing to climb. Take a look at Qs here. Watching Google. I might be adding to our Google trade. Nvidia back up 2.5% today. Back up above 562. This was upgraded to 600, remember, just the other day. So I'm expecting this to get back up to that 600 from now until, I'd say, October 16th. I'm probably going to do something like a slight out-of-the-money vertical spread on NVIDIA going into the October 16th expo. We're only about 6 minutes in, so I want to give it some time.
Larry Kudlow says he misspoke about Trump in Oval Office yesterday.
Diamond's starting to break resistance here. Let's see if it could break that 281.25. Good morning, John. Good morning, Joy. Markets are still on the climb, guys. Qs are still heading higher. So Dow opened up about 320 points. Nasdaq's up about 150. S&P's up about 40 points here. So let's see if we can start that break higher and look for a good trade setup. Let's keep SPY on our watch list here for today, 1 minute. Maybe we can make a quick day trade so we get that breakout.
The REC has halted on a circuit breaker. Alpha Romeo Echo Charlie.
Our Nextera trade we made yesterday is up over 30%. Nice gains on that. Let's see, any breaking news? Wow, guys, did you guys hear the breaking news this morning that just came out? Colorado governor is pardoning all cannabis convictions. Anyone in jail for cannabis is going to be released. That's amazing. Datadog. Berenberg initiates coverage on Datadog with hold rating. Announces a price target of 103. Let's take a look at Datadog. Three-month daily, 6-month daily. What is it? A 103 target. U.S. Appeals Court says Trump cannot block subpoena for his tax returns from Manhattan District Attorney. Let's see what else is going on in the news here. Any other symbols we could take advantage of? Guys, Square's reporting earnings tomorrow after the market close. Take a look at Square. Square shares are trading higher, 182. Unbelievable. I think PayPal has earnings the following week. PayPal might not be a bad setup here. Might do a trade on PayPal today if that starts to run. That could be a great piggyback trade off of Square earnings. Let's look at the calendar here. So if you take a look here, SQ, we have earnings on Square. They're saying November 5th. Okay, November 5th after the close. I thought they said October. All right, so let's take a look at PayPal when that's coming out with earnings here as well. PayPal earnings, the 21st. So we could possibly get Square as a piggyback trade, get that for the 23rd Expo. Look for that run there. That's a little far out there, so we'll probably wait until next week to get a trade on Square or PayPal there. Let's see, what else is moving here? I'm not seeing anything. I got my 6 screens here. Workday was upgraded today. WDAY. Shares up 5%. Let's see what their they didn't give a price target. Let's look at the analyst recommendations here on. Let's see here, analyst research and reports. Let's see what they're saying the price target on Workday is. So Workday, the average price target is $250.92. The high is $296. The low is $170. So let's go down, see what the most recent recommendations are. $260 and $275. We got plenty of room to run on Workday. I think that's going to be a good one to take advantage of here. I'm going to look at the option chain here for Workday. Dwayne Watkins, good morning, buddy. Hope you're having a great day.
AAPL, American Well Corporation, seeing some unusual option activity. 4109.
October 16, 2:30 call on Workday. Not too bad there. Might be picking that up here. Think I might make that in the trade challenge account.
That's Hamwell. That's actually American Well or Hamwell.
All right, Ephraim, I just made a trade in the trade challenge account. We picked up Workday. We got the October 16, 2:30 call at 475. I will post that in the trade room. I'm putting the targets and stops in the trade room now. So if you guys are getting into the trade, I'd be putting the targets and stops in the trade room for you guys. Our target's going to be 240. Our stop is going to be 223. And make sure when I give you guys these stops, these are strict stops. If it hits that target, get out of it. If it hits the target, take your profits and run. If it hits your stop, let it go. Still climbing, looking good. It's at 528 already. You already made $50 a contract on that. And she's still on the run. Intel is still climbing nicely.
ESI Element Solutions seeing some unusual activity. October 12.5 call sweep and November 12.5 call sweep on ESI, Echo Sandy, India. Shares of Element Solutions spiking to the highs now, 1258 ESI. Company announcing that we purchased 1.5 million shares from affiliated entities of Nicholas Bergurin at $11.50 per share. It shares now at 1258, the highs up 7.5%. Echo Sandy, India.
Just drawing our
XPL, Solid Paro Zinc, spiking here, X-Ray Papa Lima. XPL up 48% at the high. No specific official news from the company.
There we go. There's our workday chart. Target, stops, everything clearly defined. Nextera is getting a nice climb there.
XPL shares are still moving here. X-ray Papa Lima, 72 cents now. And now shares halted at the high 75 cents XPL. UK's Gove says we need to ensure the UK is not held hostage in the negotiations. No one would be happier than me if we get a deal. Says one concern is that some businesses will think they don't need to do anything if we get a deal. MNSO, Miniso Group, sees 30.4 million ADS IPO.
Guys, when I save those pictures now in the trade room for you guys, print them out. Keep them by your trade. And so you know your targets, you know your stops. SPY wants to break out. I got to see that candle above 339.50. Let's see what else is moving here in the pre. AMD is rocketing higher still. Big gain on AMD. Still taking off there. Nextera is climbing.
AUMN, Golden Minerals, getting a pop here now on volume. Alpha Uniform Michael November.
SPY, Diamond Q still trying to climb here. Really want to add to that Nextera trade. There goes Nextera climbing. There goes SPY. Big breakout in the market here again. Workday still continuing to climb. Our workday trade's already up 15%, guys. What a nice gain on that already.
MBIS, Microvision, STM Microelectronics launched Laser.
Von Jones Bay says Peloton is getting me paid. That is nice. I like when people get paid. Wow, look at that stock up 8% today. What an insane breakout there.
2016 press release that was announced, that collaboration for MBIS.
Well,
XPL is open again, X-Ray Papa Lima.
let's take a look at Peloton. What do we have, Efren, on Peloton? We had the October 16th. What trade did we pick up? I just want to see what it's going for now.
Nickel plate.
Intel is still climbing. $400 on Intel. John says Home Depot. You know what? I was thinking about that last night as I was watching that Hurricane Delta continuing to strengthen. You guys remember, every time there's a hurricane, we always do well with that Home Depot and Lowe's trades.
Regarding an earlier news report from them, CHF Solutions announcing data demonstrating benefit of
Home Depot's looking great there, John. I'd be trading that up to about 287, 288, maybe even 290. I'd get that for next week's expo. It's expecting to hit landfall Friday morning. So I'd get next week's expo on Home Depot or Lowe's. It's a nice setup there.
GoGo shares at the high. Press release, a patent issuance mentioned on Twitter. Shares popping here at $10.84 now on GoGo, GOGO.
Shares popping on GoGo. Home Depot, they raised the price target to 300. That might be a nice little trade we can make for next week's expo. Guys, our work trade's back in the green here as well. Work trade's really taking off. Take a look at WORK. Look at that continuing to climb. That should be an easy $30 target on that. We have the October 16th expo, so that should do really well. We only paid 97 cents for that. If we got up to that 32, that'd make me really happy to see that. Let's see here. Pretty flat on Q's Diamond Spy.
For September, 54.3. Previous was 67.8. RDHL, Red Hill Biopharma's opaquinib COVID-19 study passes second independent committee review. Romeo Delta Hotel Lima, RDHL.
Let's see.
Shares of Red Hill getting a pop here, 968 on that news from the company, RDHL.
Amazon's having a nice climb. Amazon shares are up 2%, $62 today. Nextera trades continuing to climb. Nextera trades up about 24% now.
SG blocks out with a tweet now, built for schools, hospitals, military bases, transit hubs, border checkpoints.
There goes Nextera again. 292.32.
Residential units that are well COVID-19 positive.
SPY and Diamond are pulling back.
To recover while not exposing others to the risk of infection. That's SGBX. A tweet now from the company, SG blocks.
Let's see. Boeing shares are trading higher following a Bloomberg report suggesting the FAA has released the 737 MAX proposed pilot training. Strength could also be attributed to President Trump's tweeting for airline payroll support. Nextera is still climbing. I just wish they would stop talking about politics on the news for a bit. Can't stand that. I'm not optimistic for a comprehensive stimulus deal, says Meadows. And you see what that's doing to the market. Take a look at SPY now. That's why we're really focusing in on some
coming up at 10:30.
Some safe havens.
Crude inventories, a build of 294,000 expected. Distillates, a draw of 995,000 expected. And gas inventories, a draw of 471,000 expected. That's coming up in about 25 minutes at 10:30.
Good morning, Honka. See if we could start to get a climb here. Market's pretty flat since open. I'm looking for a move so we could do some day trading. It's just holding that 10 right now. SPY wants to start to climb here. Our Slack trade, work trade's really taking off. Guys, Intel, take a look at Intel. Intel broke that 5250. Let's see if it struggles with that area here for a bit again. 3-month daily, right up to that 5250 again. If that breaks that 5250, we got to get a little bit more aggressive with Intel. Guys, take a look at Nextera, NEE. I should be adding to this trade. Huge breakout here. We're up 33% now in our Nextera trade.
CLX Clorox, headline now, the company developed a device that detects symptom spikes. Charlie Lima X-ray, CLX. Press release now from the company. Clorox brand unveils innovative device that detects symptoms spikes in the classroom. Shares of Clorox hitting 215.66 at the high. CLX.
Foot Locker shares are trading higher after Barclays upgraded the company's stock from equal weight to overweight, announced a $39 price target on Foot Locker. Let's see FL. Up about 3%. $39 price. I love when they give these price targets that are $1 away from where the stock's at.
Fox Business, Ed Lawrence says House Speaker Pelosi and Treasury Secretary Mnuchin spoke this morning about a standalone airline bill. The House Speaker reminded them Republicans blocked a DeFazio bill that included airlines' health. Republicans said they did not get the language of the bill before it was brought up. That's from Fox Business, Ed Lawrence.
Oh, that's good. Nancy Pelosi and Mnuchin are still talking here. Let's see what SPY's doing.
TSLA and Elanco Animal Health investor Sachin has built a $1.2 billion position in the company, according to a Bloomberg reporter. That's Echo Lima Alpha November, ELAN.
So we got a pretty tight range here on SPY.
Shares of Elanco hitting 30.60 at the high.
Want to break that. Pretty flat. We had a nice bounce higher on the open, and now we're just remaining pretty flat since open. So here we go. We're starting to climb on Dow. SPY, we're starting to get a breakout here. See if we could have another run. Our work trade is still continuing to climb. We got a 6% gain on our work trade now. breaking below that consolidation box here on SPY.
ARRY, Array Technology, sees up to 33.75 million share IPO price, $19 to $21. That's Alpha Romeo Romeo Yankee.
Still trading within that consolidation on SPY. Nextera is climbing off that 20 SMA. Qs are starting to break down. Dow wants to hold those gains. SPY is coming down to that 50.
Shares of Elanco hitting new highs now, 30.65.
Nextera is getting a climb off that 20. Let's take a look at Nextera here, starting to climb off that 20 nicely. Market's holding that 50 for right now. Diamond, SPY, starting to get a bounce there.
ALKS, Alchemies, announcing posting of briefing documents for FDA Advisory Committee meeting on ALKS 3831. Advisory Committee meeting to be held on October 9th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. PDUFA date of November 15th. That's Alpha Lima Kilo Sandy.
Nice climb on Nextera Energy here.
AMWL, Amwell, more call activity, unusual activity in AMWL.
Take a look at Diamond ETF here, guys. There goes Nextera on the climb. Works back on the climb. Workday retraced a little bit. Diamond ETF is still climbing, looking good, holding that 50. Take a look at SPY. You guys heard the news, Netflix has been indicted, right? For that TV show Cuties. I watched the trailer for it the first time yesterday after I saw that, and man, I don't know how the heck they got away with even making that a live video.
TLC, handling it early. Shares getting a little pop here again. TLC, some volume coming in. Company out with a press
Nice climb on Diamond. Dow. Workday is really climbing. Take a look at work.
Shares now at 681, up 54.77, at a high of 11.83 in the free market. Taiwan Liposome announcing that company getting Australian and Taiwan approval for its early stage trial of a potential COVID-19 drug. Shares now at 681 on TLC, and shares were halted on a circuit breaker. TLC halted now on a circuit breaker.
SPY and Dow are really climbing here again, guys. Nextera is climbing. Take a look at NEE. New highs of the day. Nextera just broke 294. We're going to see that at 300 this week. There's no question about it. Let me see what we're up in that trade quick. Nice. 36% gain on that. There goes Diamond ETF. Dow is taken off. Nice climb on the markets here. Qs are finally starting to climb here as well. We got a 10% gain on our work trade. It's for the October 16th Expo. Our Intel trade is strong, really strong here. I want to see Google start to climb. That's got to do something today.
Report that Kamala Harris has tested negative for the COVID-19.
I thought they were going to say tested positive ahead of the vice presidential debate. AMD up 3.5% today. Nextera is still on the climb.
ARRY, Array Technologies, announcing launch of IPO, Alpha Romeo Romeo Yankee.
We're up 37% on our Nextera trade. That's still continuing to climb. Looking good. 39% gain on Nextera. Markets are taking off. $40 gain on Nextera. That's going to easily hit that 300 target. And our Nextera trade is November 20th Expo. I love how much time we have on that trade as well. Intel's breaking out. We're up $500 on our Intel trade today. Intel new highs breaking that 5250. It's hanging right around there though. You see how she's struggling there a little bit. Let's see that breakout here today.
NVTA, VTA, October 55 call suite, November Victor Tango Alpha, currently at 50.35. NVTA.
There goes Intel. Nice climb on Intel. Nextera is still on the climb. Dow is still on the climb. SPY climbing. Q's technology is the only thing that's pretty flat here. Dow's up 420 points. Nasdaq's up 118. Got some nice gains today. Let's see. Tenet Healthcare THC. Unusual options activity coming up. Let's take a look at THC. See why we're getting unusual options activity on this. It's an easy $30 target right here. Easy $30 target. Let's see what that's looking like. THC. $29 strike. Look at the volume coming in there. Tenet Healthcare. I should easily see that. I'm going to pick up a little trade on that. Let's see. Options. THC. Pick up the 29. Alrighty, I am in THC 29 strike. I am in at. That's going to be coming up this afternoon on unusual options activity, so I want to get in ahead of that before they.
Boston Public Schools reopening plans were halted on
Boston Public Schools
after the city's
halted.
rate climbed above 4%. That's in Boston.
Ephraim, are you saying Ruby Tuesday and Golden Corral file for Chapter 11? Let me see.
Crude stocks, a build of 501,000 barrels. Gasoline stocks, a draw of 1.4 million. And distillates, a draw of 962,000. Seeing a little pump in crude now. Again, crude inventories, a build of 501,000 versus a build of 294,000 expected. Gasoline inventories, a draw of 1.435 million, that's 1,471,000 expected. In distillates, a draw of 962,000, that's lower than the 995,000 barrel draw expected. Crude now at 39.56, slightly higher following the data. CROX, Crocs, press release from the company, just dropped it already. Crocs and Justin Bieber turn up to the biggest for October launch today.
Dow is up almost 500 points here, guys. Nice climb today. Our Intel trades up 500 bucks. Let's take a look at Intel. Might want to add to that, like I was saying, if we could break above that resistance.
Shares of Crocs hitting a high of 50.98, now at
Trades are looking good.
888.
The only one that's upsetting me a little bit here is that Google vertical spread. That is the only one that's worrying me a little bit. See what we're going to do with that by the afternoon.
Justin Bieber tweeted on Crocs last week, now official from the company, CROX. UAMY, United States Antimony Corporation, hitting new highs now of 97 cents. Uniform Alpha, Michael Yankee, UAMY.
Intel still on the climb there. Workday is starting to climb here as well. Qs are finally starting to climb here. 1020 cross just coming up on Qs. Take a look at the today 1 minute. Calls to break up big tech.
Shares of Crocs now pulling back after that initial spike on that press release from the company confirming tweet last week by Justin Bieber about a collaboration between the two.
Crocs. Well, that was a big croc right there. Justin Bieber, huh? Nextera is still climbing. Looking good on Nextera. Want to see that THC start to take off. I like the trades we're in. Looking good. Our Nextera is nearing 295, guys. I think we're going to see 300 on Nextera this week. You did. Well, let's see. A 4-for-1 stock split. October 19th, 2020.
DUK, Duke Energy, to expand electric vehicle charging in South Carolina. Delta Uniform Kilo, DUK. Press release now from the company.
That is great news there.
MAACU opening at $9.85. Michael Alpha Alpha Charlie uniform.
Let's see. 3. Crocs are still pulling back. I wanted to do something with Apple, but not doing too much. Oh, Villia, don't even tell me UPS and FedEx taking off again. Remember, that had a 180 price target on UPS. That's going to be a good one going into November monthly expo. We should look at something for UPS again. We made some good money on UPS. Man, these lights here. I hate when they go out like that. Let's see here. November 20th. I'd love to pick up the November 20th. 175 strike calls on UPS look amazing. I think UPS is going to have stellar earnings. Everyone's ordering online. What do you guys think? You want to pick up a trade for UPS for the November 20th Expo? We could pick up the 175 for about $888 a contract, or we could pick up the 180. That's a little bit further out, though. That 175 looks great. See what the delta is on these here. Delta add, okay. 175 or 180 strike wouldn't be a bad trade idea.
The Supreme Court rules that Houston voters cannot receive unsolicited mail ballots for presidential election.
Jimmy, help me understand, if there is no deal before the election, under any election scenario, blue wave, Donald Trump winnow, you name it, is it likely that there could be any stimulus pass after the election?
There goes Nextera Energy again climbing.
Temporary layoffs.
Big breakout on Nextera.
Trump attorney Sekuloff says they will file for a stay at Supreme Court on U.S. Appeals Court's decision on Trump's tax returns.
Now is not in January or February when the new Congress is sworn in.
Well, listen, I think certainly in a sane world, that would for sure happen. In a sane world, we'd be doing it right now. That could happen. I'm not sure. As I was looking at Wall Street was saying this morning, I'm not sure if they happen.
ADMP, Alpha Delta Michael Papa, getting a pop here
You're going to get this big deal.
up about 6.5%. ADMP.
Of course, our markets, if markets really start tanking, I think in the past we've seen how that can force.
Guys, Nextera wants to break that 295 now. She might get to 300 today if this run continues.
But I would not bet a lot of money based on what we've seen so far and the
might do a trade on UPS. Up 2.5% for the day. Nextera still looks great. That looks like that's going to easily hit that $300 target this week. I mean, look at Nextera go. What a hell of a breakout. Should easily see that $300 target on Nextera this week. Possibly even today. We're already up $5 for the day. Another $5 climb. We're there.
NGACU, November Golf Alpha Charlie uniform, opening at $9.91.
Market's pulling back a little bit here. Guys, our work trade's doing really nicely, up 12% on work.
Next Gen Acquisition, priced at $10. Report Canada is banning plastic bags, straws, cutlery, and other single-use items by the end of 2021.
Wow. Fiaco's Canada's banning plastic cutlery. I'll tell you what, I can't stand when you go to a restaurant and they give you that paper straw and it like melts in your mouth, disintegrates in your mouth. There we go, a nice climb here on the markets. Nextera is really on the run, guys.
SQFT, opening at $4.80. Sandy Quebec Foxtrot Tango Presidio property priced at $5.
Guys, I'm selling Nextera at $15 right now. We got a nice profit on that. I am setting this order now. And that closed quick there. That was a trade challenge trade.
TSLA and a 13D filing out now. Echo Lima Alpha November.
$43% gain we just locked in on Nextera. I'm going to re-enter that. I'm going to use that profit. I made $500 on that trade. I'll use that profit and do something like a vertical spread on that.
Says the reporting persons believe the issuer's common stock is undervalued and an attractive investment. The reporting person intends to engage in discussions with the issuer and the issuer's management.
The nice thing about Nextera, what we could do is do this week's expo, pick up an out-of-the-money vertical spread.
That's Echo Lima Alpha November, a 13D related to an earlier report.
I might even do a butterfly on this. So the nice thing about this butterfly, you're buying the 290, you're selling two contracts of the 300, you're buying the 310. So if it gets up to that 300, these contracts are worth $10. You're only paying $3.38 for them. So that's not a bad butterfly there to make, especially it was upgraded to $300 a share. I like that setup there for Nextera. That's a nice butterfly, call fly you can pick up for this week's expo. Low risk. The nice thing about it too, your break even is the first strike plus what you paid. So at 293.23, you broke even. And it's already above that. So if we stay here or higher, you're going to have a nice 40+% gain on this call fly.
National Hurricane Center says Hurricane Delta, center of Delta, about to emerge off the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. Storm surge and hurricane watches issued for portions of the northwestern and northern Gulf Coast.
Qs are finally starting to break higher here, guys. Take a look at Qs today, 1 minute. Qs are having a nice run here. I was thinking about picking up Q calls, and the nice thing about that, we could trade it right up to that resistance of 279. If you look at Qs, we could take a look and see exactly what we'd be looking for with utilizing the delta. So if we picked up the 278 for October 9th Expo here, 278 going for about 272, a delta of 0.50, so 2.73 plus 0.52, divide that by 2.73, you'd be looking at a quick 20% gain. If you got, you make $1,000 trade, you trade it up to 279, you're making a quick $200.
As you know, he's an investor and advisor to over 30 small or medium-sized businesses around the country. Dave, it's great to have you back. Thanks for the time.
Shares of Elanco, ELA are now at the highs of the day, trading on 12, 15 high, up more than 10% now. Going at 13.5, and that's early report regarding Sachem taking a stake.
The street needs to be prepared for a lot more tweets. That the president feels that Twitter is going to be his way to reach the electorate over the next 3 weeks. The president feels he can't trust the press.
Qs are still on the climb, looking good. Okay, let me show.
Getting right to the point, hiring ideal agent. I wish we would have done that sooner, and we would have saved 6 months of of time and mortgage payments that would have probably never happened if we would have just gone with it first.
They were so stress-free. The whole process was amazing. You know, definitely.
We certainly recommend Ideal Agent now to all of our family, all of our friends. It's just a great experience.
We are not a discount brokers. These are top local agents that'll get you the best results.
Great talk from former Goldman Sachs CEO Lloyd Blankfein. The markets, COVID impact, the election. No topic is untouchable. 6 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. And watch Squawk Box anytime on demand.
Let's try to reconnect here with Stanford University Professor of Management Dave Dodson. Talk about small businesses, of course, and the impact of potential stimulus. Dave, can you hear me? Yes, sir. It's good to have you back. You make the great point that politicians historically love to spend money going into the final weeks and months of the
It's weird, isn't it, right? Because we knew that in April, you and I were talking on the show about how the bridge that we built wasn't going to get us to the other side. So we knew we were going to have to spend more money, and yet we just wandered 5 months during an election process. And it's very hard to understand why the politicians.
Nice climb here. Nextera pulled back since we closed. That was a nice closing price there. We'll re-enter that once we see that climb.
Sector of the economy is going into Q4, the retail sector, and this is make or break for them. And if they don't get through Q4, the 850,000 COVID-related bankruptcies that we saw in the summer are going to look like nothing. And the issue is that these retailers cannot wait until November to decide how much inventory to order. They need to be doing this right now. Well, the politicians are posturing. We wake up in the morning and at breakfast, Powell tells us we have an emergency on our hands. At lunch, Trump says, oh, we'll just play policy off. And at dinner time, we hear he's
New York City Mayor de Blasio, now this daily update.
and once the retail sector goes down, the suppliers to retailers are going to get hit, then the real estate industry gets hit, and then it hits the banking industry, and then you've got a systemic failure in the economy.
Saying he's been trying to avoid. How do you separate, though, especially when you say global aid, legitimate rescue packages for small and medium-sized businesses from, in the president's words, money that would go to management in his words again, Democrat-run cities and states where there has been mismanagement, and why would you want to reward that kind of negative behavior?
Sure, let's talk about that, okay? So 17% of the economy are these municipalities. But guess what? They buy football uniforms from smallest businesses. So what's going to happen is they're going to let last year's football uniforms work for this year. They buy fire trucks. They have sewer projects that employ 35 people and a half a dozen small businesses. This is not about punishing red, blue states. I mean, after all, the federal government print money their way out of their problems. This is about a huge sector of the economy. Now, for the last 10 years, that sector has grown at about 5% a year. You can say whether that's a good thing or not, that all the public spending, but it has been a huge part of the fueling of our economy. When you're talking about bankrupting municipalities, the
Qs are still on the run.
several football uniforms to the high school last year, small business.
Thinking about re-entering into another trade.
Advisor to over 30 small and medium-sized businesses. I hear what you're saying here, but just give me very briefly what business is like for those 30-plus businesses you advise. How bad is it?
Well, back in April, they were relieved to get the PPP loan, and as rushed as that was at work, that they had been wanting.
ACN, Accenture, launching
Those employers are on hold.
vaccine
Those companies are on hold. They're not
management.
they're not expanding. They're not buying inventory. They're waiting, and that's the problem. It's exactly when we need people. We need the economy to come back. The economy is on hold. And you see, stop fiddling while Main Street is burning.
Solution to support COVID-19 immunization programs out patrolling November. ACN. RELO, Richardson Electronics, provides continued support for decoding Internet cables and 5G applications. That's Romeo Echo Lima Lima.
Nice climb in the markets here, guys. Our work trade is now up 20%.
And the Oscar November implementing price increase for corrugating medium. That's Sandiasca November. ECL, Ecolab launching automated precision dispensing system for membrane cleaning chemistries. That's Echo Charlie Lima.
Chase around stimulus remains complicated. Don Chu is watching what we're seeing in today's trade, and really, Don, what's behind the surge today?
It's the tweets. It's about the idea that we could actually see some form of stimulus, although not the massive one. You're going to see that happen, as I'm going to show you the charts here, over the course of the past 2 days and 24 hours. This right here is the 2-day chart. So we kind of
SALM, Salem Media, moving here on volume. Sandiasca Lima Michael, SALM.
that we bought, and a little bit more over the course of the last 24 hours or so. So again, this move here higher, and I can tell you where it actually happened that positively
Efren, I just sold our work trade for $1.15, and we locked in nearly a 20% gain on work.
steep drop yesterday going into the closing bell, and we were much in negative territory throughout the overnight session until just around
$1.02 now on Salem Media, the high on volume. Sandiasca Lima Michael.
for things like the payroll protection program and airlines and other parts of the
Hello?
that's when you started to see a little
Yeah, you want me to go get her quick? Yeah, I'm just finishing up my live morning. All right, yeah, I will go. I'll go pick her up quick and drop her off. Alrighty. Yeah. Alrighty, bye. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it. Another great day. We locked in, 3 trades today for some nice profits. I'm still watching Intel continue to climb. We are looking good. Markets are climbing, and our positions are looking great. We made a couple of new trades today that I'm going to be watching to pay off there. But nice job. Really nice job. Waiting for the silver, workday, and THC to pay off for us. I think we'll see those continue to climb in the afternoon here. So, great job this morning, guys. Got to go pick up the daughter from school. I'm going to drop her off home, come back, and get ready. And remember, guys, tonight is tonight's class. We have the advanced class, and if you guys want to come join us, go to breakingchartalerts.com. We're going to have a class on growing a small account, a $2,000 account versus a $100,000 account. The risk trade portfolio management that goes into the different types of accounts there that you're trading. So if you guys want to come join us, go to breakingchartalerts.com. Go to join now, click on membership pricing plans. And you guys can choose what you'd like. The trader membership will give you live trade videos in the morning. Pro Trader will give you live trading videos in the morning and afternoon. And the Pro Trader Elite, you save money for the yearly membership. You get the live morning, live afternoon trade analysis. You get our classes and everything else that goes with it. Trade alerts, text alerts, and everything like that. So if you guys want to come join us, and we will be live again at 2 p.m. today, and class is going to be held at 5 p.m. today. It will be recorded as well and posted on the site. And those of you that are new with us, make sure you go to this education section. If you click on this, you got a couple of things. Number one, you could click on education, and this is going to take you to our classes. You can see we have beginner, intermediate, experienced trader classes here. Got some nice ones there for you guys, some intermediate classes and some advanced classes, and today's going to be another advanced class there. And then if you go down to lessons, I like doing lessons throughout the day, and all these lessons are posted down here. So make sure you check those out, and I will see you guys at 2 o'clock, and hope to see you guys too at the live Zoom here. So if you go to the live trade room, if you're a new member, click on live trade room. Make sure you sign up for the class here by clicking class sign up, and then at 2 p.m. you click right here, and that'll take you right to our live trading at 2 p.m. Alrighty, guys, that's going to do it. Take care. I hope everyone has a great day. Markets are continuing to climb. Our positions are looking good. Our Intel trade's up $600 today. That's still continuing to run. So I might be looking to add to Intel, and I'm probably going to do another in-the-money vertical spread on Nextera for this week's expo. And then Google's getting a climb here. It's still within consolidation box now, so I'll decide what I'm going to do with that this afternoon as well. Take care, guys. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you at 2. Bye-bye, guys.